Hey planners, it's Tay of Shantae Plans and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I just wanted to give you guys a quick update and let you know where I've been because I have not posted on this channel since July of last year. So it has been a while. And July of last year, towards the end of July going to the beginning of August, I got really sick and actually ended up going into the hospital August 4th and I was there till the 14th. So I was there for 10 days. And being really sick like that, it was a very crazy experience because even when they sent me home from the hospital, it wasn't because I was better. It was just that I was stable enough to be shifted from being inpatient to outpatient treatment because I ended up being off work for like a month, which was insane. I've never needed to be off work for like a month of medical leave. And so and then trying to figure out what was wrong with me was such a process. And even towards the end, they still have no idea what was wrong and what happened to me. My doctor literally used the words that I was a medical mystery, and they had tested me for like everything under the sun they could think of. But in going through all of that process and in realizing that in being sick, one of the things I ended up having to deal with and to address for myself personally with regards to my health was my weight. If you're dealing with any kind of illness, being obese only exacerbates the problem, or at least that was my experience, and it was really taking a toll on my health. And I think for myself, one of the things I started to realize and have to deal with and self-reflect and process is after I'd gotten out of the hospital, because it was such a life-changing experience for me, because there were so many times where I felt like, oh my God, I just feel like I am dying in here. And it's a surreal experience. I remember probably one of the worst days in the hospital. I had like the oxygen tube in my nose because my oxygen levels were bad. I had the EKG pads on my chest and the little pack thing, which is so freaking heavy. I had IVs in each of my arms. And I had the compression things on my legs because I couldn't get out of bed and walk, and they were concerned about me getting blood clots. And I just felt so claustrophobic. I just had stuff on me everywhere, and it was overwhelming. And then you go through so much testing, and they're constantly drawing blood, and you get to the point where you go, oh my God, is there any more tests they can run, and any more MRIs, any more CAT scans, any more blood they could possibly draw out of me to test and try to figure out what's going on with me and what's causing these problems. And I remember one day it did almost seem like I had run out of blood because the lady was like trying to draw blood from my vein in my hand, and literally like it stopped midway through the process of, I don't even remember how many vials she was trying to fill up that day, but I remember her needing to manually pump the vein in my hand to finish. It hurt so bad. I was just like, at a certain point, with all of the different things that they were doing to me, I was just like, God, there is a fine line between treatment and feeling like a lab rat. And at a certain point, that's how I was feeling. But also just reflecting once I got home and was reflecting on the situation and just realizing, you know, when you get that feeling, and it's kind of cliche to say that, you know, that when you feel like you're dying, you want to make sure you live first. And I definitely had that feeling. And when I did start feeling better, it made me start questioning a lot of things about my life and have to deal with a lot of things in my life. I have recently gotten really into that show, My 600-Pound Life, and I feel like it's something that I just really relate to, because I understand what it's like to have different childhood traumas and different things that you've gone through in life, and then you get to a point as an adult where you're using food to self-soothe and to help make you feel better and to help you process everything you're going through with your emotions. And it becomes this double-edged sword, because the thing that you're using to help comfort you is also causing you health problems at a certain point. And for me, they were getting really bad. And so I had to start dealing with some things with myself personally, and I kind of felt like I was going through a journey where I was just kind of stripping myself down mentally, emotionally, and having to just sort of rebuild myself. And I definitely went through a phase where I just was not interested in planning. I wasn't interested in doing a lot of things, and I was just trying to kind of find myself. And what I found along that journey was also that I needed to start taking much better care of my health. And and it was the real positive thing that came out of a very crazy and kind of negative experience. The process of getting to where I needed to get to was not pleasant or fun at all, but what came out of it was something that was really great and has been and continues to be, present tense, continues to be something that's had a very positive effect on my life. In that, I started taking better care of myself, started dealing with some of the things that that I needed to deal with emotionally, and started eating better and working out more consistently and taking much better care of myself, which has been fantastic. And I'm very happy about the progress that I've made and that I continue to make. And I am not trying to say that I've gotten to the point where everything is great and everything is wonderful in my life. By no means. I am a work in progress, and I think that kind of everyone is. It's just kind of the process of life. We're all working to be the best versions of ourselves, I think. But in that process, with my planner, I stopped planning, wasn't really feeling it, and it was just something that was just like, it's just not there for me anymore. I'd done a spread in October that I really liked, but I never ended up doing a video for it. I tried to do my Thanksgiving spread because I was like, well, it's the holidays, so get excited, do a planner spread for the holidays. I never finished my Thanksgiving spread. I did my Christmas spread. I actually finished that one, but I really wasn't feeling it. And I started, I think probably in about January was when I started feeling that urge to come back. And it wasn't even actually so much that I was feeling an urge to come back to planning and playing with stickers. At that point, what I was feeling was just the urge to come back to the planner community, because throughout that whole time towards the end of last year, I was getting messages from people who were just messaging me to check in on me, see how I was doing, what's going on, are you coming back, what's going on with you? And I cannot even begin to say thank you guys enough. Just the love and the sense of community. The planner community truly is the best community. It has the best people, and it just made me feel so included and part of a community. And I am so grateful for that, because that was the thing that I really was starting to miss, that connection with people that I had this thing in common with, that we shared this common hobby, and wanting to be back a part of that community. And so when I did start feeling, I was like, okay, I really am also missing my planner. I was very happy about that. And so that's kind of where I'm at this point, just wanting to get myself back in the groove and kind of taking it step by step, because I don't want to be like, oh, I'm totally back and I'm going to have videos every single week. And it's going to, I don't want to do that and then be like, oh, I missed a week, and be like, oh God, you've totally ruined everything. And disappointing people. And that's something I definitely don't want to do. So I'm kind of taking it step by step with myself, and just like, okay, let's just ease yourself back into this. And I started with my Instagram and started just being like, okay, let's see if you can just start posting consistently again, and then get started on doing some filming and see how that goes. And I'm working on getting back into the process of filming, which is so crazy, because one, I'm nervous again. And it's like you get into a groove when you're filming, and you get past the nerves. And so now I feel like I'm starting over. So I'm super nervous when I was sitting down to plan, and I was just like, oh my God, I don't know where to put the stickers. Yeah, I got totally frazzled. And then also you're just like trying to get yourself back onto a schedule, and it was just like, what was I doing before? How do I do this? So yeah, I'm a work in progress, and hopefully it'll all come back to me like riding a bike. Here's hoping, and I'll be able to put out some decent videos for you guys. But I definitely am working on them. I'm very excited to be coming back, and thank you guys so much for everyone who has watched my videos, for all of the kind comments that you guys always leave me. It's so encouraging me. It's so encouraging, and it's helping me feel like, oh my God, I have to come back, because you guys are amazing, and I can't not be a part of this community. So very excited, looking forward to being back, and hoping that if I feel like sometimes we go through things in life, and sometimes it can feel like you're the only one going through something, and generally that's just not the case. And I think that was one of the reasons why I felt like it was kind of important to sit down and not just be like, oh, here's a new video for me, I'm just back, but to let you guys know what happened, where did I go, what was going on with me, because I think it's something that I'm not the only person who's gone through, and maybe there are other people out there who can relate, even if your issue may not have been weight related. And for me, it definitely just was. I needed to deal with my weight. I needed to deal with my health. I needed to deal with myself, because mentally, emotionally, and physically, I was just very unhealthy, and the physical part was killing me. And so I'm doing much better now, and I'm really happy. And I think also it'll reflect even in my planning, the way that I function just overall in life is just going to be a lot better, I hope. And so I did want to share that with you guys. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this video. I hope that you guys are all having an amazing day. I hope that everyone is staying safe, and not to gloss over what's happening in the world right now. It's not something I want to get too deep into, because I know everyone is processing it and handling it in their own way, but it's definitely, there's so much going on right now. And that was the other thing that I was most recently, just definitely in the last week, because I shifted from working in my office to working at home because we got the stay-at-home order, and found myself really enjoying watching Plan With Me videos and enjoying watching planner videos, because it was really comforting to me at a time where there's just a lot of craziness going on. And so that was another thing that I felt like, you know what, if I can contribute in any way to giving people something to watch during this time, then that's definitely something I want to do, because it was such a great help to me, and continues to be. Again, present tense. I've been watching planner videos and Plan With Me's, and it's very comforting right now. And so really excited to be back. I'm going to stop saying that and in this video, because this was supposed to be a quick update, so I'm not trying to make this long at all. Thank you guys again for watching. I hope to come out with some great content for you guys, and I hope you will check back in for my upcoming Plan With Me's. Have an amazing day, and I will see you soon.